Hey, beautiful Pisces, welcome to your tarot and oracle card reading for the rest of 2025. We're going to see what's coming in for you over the remainder of this year and what your gifts and blessings are moving forward and what challenges you may face and advice from Spirit. I've cleared your space. If you're curious about the decks I'm using, you can look in the description below. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, clarity, and wisdom to this reading for the beautiful Pisces family and help Pisces find the way to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you. All right, so what is coming in for beautiful Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. You have the Queen of Wands, very excited energy, like charisma, boldness. Beautiful Pisces, like stepping up in some way, empowerment, creative energy flowing through you, almost for some of you, like almost like the Midas touch. What you touch will blossom, like you're creating things with your hands. I have Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is like coming to the end of a great cycle of work, of hard work, burning the candle at both ends for a lot of you, like making things happen, not giving up, pushing and being challenged in some way and stepping up to that challenge. Six of Pentacles, giving as you receive and receiving as you gave. This is a leveling of the field, almost like karmic, right? The Six of Pentacles also is making peace with, we're going to get clarifiers for all of these, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's making peace with what you've already created up until now, or having shifted your values in some way and finding the way forward now that your values are somehow shifted. Something that you might have given to before, you're not giving to anymore, or something that you wouldn't have given to, you find now that it's worth investing in, And then you have the King of Swords. So a judgment. And for a lot of you, it's a judgment in your favor because you have Six of Pentacles with the King of Swords. What you gave, you will get back now. Also, this is like managerial energy, stepping up, taking control of your thoughts, being a master of minds or a mastermind. Creating content, prolific content, mastering your content creation, being the master of what words you say. You have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So this is like what you say will become, powerful, powerful use of words. So watch your words and watch your thoughts, because these become things over time. Right? And this is a very empowered energy. So watch what you're creating. I want to say for a lot of you. And then you have Knight of Wands. Wow. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Like, you are on a mission. You're on fire. Again, nothing's going to stop you. The Knight of Wands knows things, like knows his path, knows her path. So where other people may have had to pause, you will march forward. Where other people might have uncertainty, so they have to slow down, you're going to be brave and courageous and certain enough to like jump the cliffs. I'm seeing like Evel Knievel back in the days would make jumps on his motorcycle, where other people would be like hesitate, right? You're not hesitating. And the Devil did come out inverted, but still you have the Devil, which is freeing yourself or facing your shadow. The Devil is self-imposed limitations, chains around our neck that are large enough for us to just lift off, but we don't understand that we can free ourselves, right? Or we don't even understand that we are a prisoner. It's like boiling a lobster super slowly. It doesn't realize it's being boiled, right? So like something in your life could have slowly manipulated you into helplessness in some way, or fear, the Devil card is fear for a lot of people. It's always shadow, though. It's not seeing things clearly, right? And so you could be becoming cognizant or aware of something that for a long time. And I'm just getting that lobster boiling. That took a long time for it to become a limitation, right? And then you have Four of Wands. This is a celebration, you know. So definitely there is a freeing yourself of that energy. The Four of Wands could be a wedding. It could be a homecoming. It could be a housewarming, buying a house. You know, there's a commitment here or a recommitment here. You know, the Four of Wands is our spirit and our fire and our passion. And usually we're throwing them or holding them or carrying them. But with the Four of Wands, we plant them like trees and they take root. So that is a commitment. So you're going to root something. You're going to commit to something. And it's going to take root. It's going to bring you stability and a new platform. So I love that for you. Before we get clarifiers, let's just look at these a little bit more closely. And I want to say at the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Wands. So that 9 of Wands energy is like bringing you to the end of a cycle of hard work, you know? So in some way you have one last push, because with the 10 of Wands, you finally are able to unburden yourself or to put the wands down, dig deep for that last push, and then Spirit has your back, which is why this bear is behind you. You know, you'll find you have so much more strength than you thought you did because Spirit is lifting with you somehow. And when you let those wands go, like you you are then able to go to the Ace of Wands and pick up a new excuse me, wand, you know. So there's something that you've been working on for a long time. Queen of Wands with 9 of Wands is like, no one can get in your way right now. No one can tell you no. No one can tell you how to do things either, because you have the King of Swords. I know what I'm doing. Don't tell me how to do it. You know, I really feel this, like you're the boss here, you know. And also in relationships, this can be like super passionate relationship energy, like a lot of passion with all of these wands and the King of Swords. You know, the King of Swords is like super, like that's probably the most authoritative of the minor arcana cards, you know. So it's like, if this is 2 people, right, these are divine counterparts that like meet one another in strength and power and energy, you know. But I usually read these as all you, as all aspects of you and the energy around you and coming in for you. And it just is a level of bossing up, of stepping up, of becoming clearer, King of Swords. And the 6 of Pentacles to the King of Swords is, you know, you've earned that clarity. It's time for that clarity. Because karma is involved, you know, somebody may share information with you, you know. However it comes to you, your eyes become open, your mind becomes open to something. Crown chakra activation that it wasn't open to before. Okay. And then you have the Knight of Wands, like, you know, certainty, right? Certainty moving forward. And then the Devil with the 4 of Wands, release. And the wands will not be thwarted. You have so much wands here. Release from an energy of imprisonment, release from an energy of self-imposed limitation, right? Freedom, breaking the chains gives you freedom. And for a lot of you to commit to something, to plant your poles, you know, one more step towards your future, like you couldn't take up until now for a lot of you, you know. So let's get some clarifiers for beautiful Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. 8 of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen of Wands. So for a lot of you, this is witchcraft. This is magic. This is manifesting energy, because the Queen of Wands is the bruja, the shamaness, and the witch. And the Eight of Pentacles, especially in this deck, says working your craft. She's got all her ingredients there for spell work, So for some of you, you are doing that, literally. But it's also a lot of work. And you have the Nine of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of work is ahead for you, Pisces, for the rest of 2025. But you have the energy to do this, with the Nine of Wands, and you will be laying your burden down at the end of this journey with the Ten of Wands. Okay. But you're not dropping the ball. You're going all the way, I want to say. Nine of Wands with the World card. The World card is the end of a cycle, and with the Devil card, that is the end of a cycle, right? Like you are being freed to proceed on another octave, and I see that with this particular World card. I see that there's all these lower octaves that she ascended. So this is you ascending to the next level, and you can see that with this Nine of Wands too. Like he's centered and he's raising his vibration, in spite of all that work that he's doing with the Nine of Wands, because it's a lot, Six of Pentacles, and I know beautiful Pisces, right? Whatever you're working on, this doesn't have to be physical. This can be whatever, but you would definitely have to stay engaged. You have no option. You have to stay engaged with the Nine of Wands, because there are challenges around you. If you drop the ball, someone's going to pick it up and run with it, right? And then you have Eight of Wands with the Six of Pentacles, instant karma. I definitely get that instant karma comes. And it's in your favor because you have the King of Swords. This is very justice energy. Instant karma comes quickly. Those wands are in the air. It's already unfolding. Can't take it back. You have two eights, which is momentum too. Momentum with what is most aligned with your soul. Eights, as within, so without, as above, so below. And look at this. How beautiful is this? You have the King of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So again, this is divine counterparts. For a lot of you, you've met your match, I want to say. There aren't a lot of people who can step up to the Queen of Wands, or the King of Swords, that's for sure. But you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. These are power. That's a power couple, The Queen of Swords really can see clearly. She's above the clouds for the first time, or newly above the clouds, right? So that revelation I was talking about, there is a revelation coming. Be open to that information, whatever that information is. Crown chakra activation, downloads, insight, light codes, Be open to that divine guidance that comes with the Queen of Swords. And this is putting your mind over your heart, not letting your heart jerk you around too, staying objective, but, she has a heart. She has her heart in a cage here at the bottom, right? And so, like the cup energy of water emotions is not going to get in the way. Clarity, only clarity and truth. A higher perspective is ruling the day on the Queen of Swords. So choices that you are making are going to be grounded in truth. And I said you had two eights, which creates momentum. Here's your third eight. So you have 888, which is the angel number, the divine message from Spirit, that things are unfolding perfectly for you, that fruit is about to fall from the tree, that also, there's an energy of infinity, like that infinite field of consciousness is giving you, because you have so much want and so much passion and you're so engaged, you've tapped in to the infinite field of consciousness, I think, For a lot of you, I feel this, so it's like so much more empowered, right? With the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is like, there's no stopping it. And you have that with the Strength card, that ultimate momentum. But also the Strength card is inner strength. It's digging deep, It's not outer strength. It's the willingness to sacrifice, the willingness to face your fears, the willingness to be uncomfortable, to get comfortable in discomfort, It is taming the beast that wants to run free, being very focused on the direction that you're going into. And in doing so, I really keep getting that Spirit is your partner on this path. This is the direction Spirit wants you to go in. And then with the Devil card, you have the Emperor, which is like, I am now the boss of me. No more telling me what to do. Conquering your fears. Emperor is very, very brave. Emperor is the ultimate authority of his life. And you have the Emperor and the King of Swords. Like both of these are like the ultimate authority, right? So with the Devil card, this could be like something that kept you from taking control of your life. This could have been something telling you, I am in control. A boss, maybe. Or somebody or something that wanted to rule you, right? But also the Emperor like puts up boundaries, puts up barriers, builds a wall to protect what you've created, create structure to manage where you're going and what you're doing and your energy, your resources, creating lists, schedules, routines, that kind of thing, budgets, right? Budgeting. And look at this. You have, beautiful Pisces, you have this ram energy here and here. It's like pushing people around. Like you could have felt bullied in some way, And then, but of course that's ended with the Four of Wands. With that planting your energy or making the commitment, you have the Fool. So a really exciting leap of faith, for some of you beautiful Pisces, this is getting married. This is getting married. Or whatever it is, wherever you make your commitment, that is considered a leap of faith, right? Even just buying a house is an act of faith. Will I be happy here? Is this where I want to plant my future? And you have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is like following your emotional guidance system. Things, if something doesn't feel good, not exposing yourself to that thing, So I feel like that could have a lot to do with the Devil card. Like, it's easy for you to walk away because now you understand that it was like soul-sucking energy. The Queen of Cups is like, she prizes her feelings above all else. And it's interesting, we had the Queen of Swords here, right? So she's putting the cups away to make her decisions, having clarity. But with the Queen of Cups, it's like, this doesn't feel good. I can't do this for another minute. So it feels like you have both. You have the soul urging, where you can follow your intuition and it aligns with your truth. You are aligned. And the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, this does not have to be a relationship. This can be your divine masculine and your divine feminine coming into alignment to create whatever it is you're creating too, So take it as it resonates. The blessings you have coming in is the Ace of Wands. Fire. It's go time. Embodying that fire. A lot of energy. You're going to have a lot of energy to do what you need to do. The Four of Swords. Connecting to spirit. Your gods, guides, and guards. Your angels, your higher self. Right? and this is in your gifts and blessings position. So you are connected. You are receiving information. You are receiving guidance. This one jumped out. 10 of Pentacles. Something that you've already built or created supports you. Your family could be supporting you. An existing structure that's been there for a long time, perhaps your whole life, is supporting you. You know, you could just be like taking on a lot of responsibilities at work, and your family picks up the slack for you because they know that this is like a push into the future. This could be like your home situation, right? Your long-time home situation. 10 of Pentacles is a long time. This is like tradition. And also inheritance. We'll talk about that in a second. But whatever your situation is, your long-time situation affords you that energy and the ability to tap into and turn on. Like maybe you're a long-time meditator and you just, are able to channel spirit whenever you want to, or you're plugged in. So you're a well of energy that comes up. But this could be inheriting money that's going to last for generations, leaving a legacy. This, I'm not saying like winning the lotto energy, but we'll see. We still have cards coming out, but, wealth in some way could be supporting you, and you have the sun at the bottom of the deck here with your gifts and blessings, happiness, like drive, and again, illumination, information. And I said light codes earlier. I'm pretty sure I said that. I feel like light codes, like that energy here of like finding your life on another octave, on a higher octave. You are doing that now because spirit is giving you higher vibrations. And then your challenge, 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is not knowing that it's go time, not taking that leap of faith with the Fool card, hesitating. Don't hesitate. If you're waiting for a better opportunity, it doesn't look like a better opportunity is coming. This is the time. This is the one. This is the thing. 3 of Wands. So, questioning, and then you have the Moon, uncertainty, a lack of clarity. So, just challenging yourself, questioning yourself, that can definitely be tripping you up at some point, right? In some way before the end of 2025. Okay. This is information that's just occulted and hidden. It's very temporary because the moon is and I want to show you all the lunations on the pillars, right? The moon is a fast energy. It goes through every sign every month. So it goes around the wheel quickly, right? So this is a fast and changing energy. So just, I want to say, stay true to the path. You're on the path. There's a path here at the top of the, leading to the top of the pyramid, right? And pyramids are like mysteries, right? Like, where am I going? At some point, you're going to feel lost because you're going through this dark forest until you get to that lit up place. But that's the message. The dark forest is just a little strip until you get to that lit up place. So you're on the right path, And then your challenge, you have 5 of Cups. You may be challenged seeing the bright side of something, seeing the upside of something. All you have to do is turn around and you see the 2 of Cups, soul alignment, happiness, emotional fulfillment, you being transformed with the butterflies, right? The sun, the happiest card in the deck. But you have the 3 cups in front of you, so you need to turn around, turn that frown upside down, remove that cloak of all you think upon. Remove the cloak of all you think upon. I just want to say your thoughts can be getting in the way. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is a lot of thinking. It looks like a lot of you are overthinking things. so that could keep you from taking that leap of faith, right? You do have the Fool card in what's coming for you. So I see you taking a leap of faith, but it could be challenging for you to do so, So just trust, I want to say. All right, so what is the advice we have for beautiful Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Cups. Pisces, this is your wish card. You never waste a wish. So pause the video, make a wish, and come back. So a wish fulfillment is coming. No, I'm sorry, that's your advice card. Make a wish. Go for what you truly want. Go for what you love, embody what you love. The 9s are like the hermit energy. There's wisdom there. There's maturity there, right? So this is emotional maturity. But make a new wish. Step into that higher octave, right? Step into that new life with the world. What life do you want to be creating? Because you are manifesting something with the 8 of Pentacles and all of that wand. Manifest what you want to manifest. You know what I mean? You have the 10 of Wands. Don't stop now. Don't stop believing. This load is heavy. This is a lot of work. You are burning the candle at both ends, but it is a temporary situation. You can do this. You can do this. All right. 10 of Wands is just about to be able to lay her burden down. You'll see it right over the next hill. You can't see the end in sight right now, but it's coming. Okay. Then you have the Death and Rebirth card. This is transformation, being transformed, open to change, I want to say. With the Devil card, this can be, again, like holding on to something that's been there for a long time. I really get that lobster boiling energy, right? And then you have the 5 of Cups here. Like this is like the butterflies. The 2 of Cups is a denotation of step into your changed self. I mean, you have the World card, right? So whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, or realize it or not, like your world has changed, you have changed, right? An old cycle has ended. So like embody that, recognize that, embrace that. Okay. It's only for your own good. And we have the Hermit, wisdom. And also another 9. So you have a lot of 9s here, right? And so the Hermit is the 9 of the major arcana, like I said, maturity, right? So this is be your mature self. Trust that you are mature. You have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This is very serious energy too, right? So that's okay. It's a very serious time for you. I really do feel like you want to stay engaged. So with the Hermit, you may have to remove yourself from some social situations. The Hermit sits alone, It's lonely at the top, I want to say. You have the King and the Queen of Swords. They're at the top of the mountain, right? And here we have the path to the top of the mountain, right? I feel like you are climbing to the top of the mountain and it's lonely at the top. So for some of you, Tony Robbins says, and he may have got it from someone else, but you are the sum of the 5 closest people to you. So there may be people or energies in your realm around you that might be keeping you down. Okay. Again, very specific message, but for some of you, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. So just realize that you've reached another octave. You've reached a new timeline. Step into that new timeline. When you do, things from your old timeline, some things are not going to come with you. You have the 9 of Wands again, so stay strong. Stay true to your path and don't let anything or anyone who wants to challenge your path, butt heads with them. Stand up for yourself. Stick up for yourself. Say your words. The Hermit shines her light from way on high. So she's being authentic. She's being her authentic self. It's time to be authentic, to take off the mask and to say your truth as well. What you really want, and I was going to say what you really are. And the Ace of Cups, follow your heart, follow your love. You know, do what is true to you. Go where you know you need to go. You know, your heart will always know the way. Okay. And you have the moon at the bottom of the deck. Again, that energy of like, I can't see clearly. Again, trust. She's in the depths of her emotion. So for a lot of you, there could be like this deep emotional energy, subconscious energy, right? Feeling lost energy, fear energy, right? But she's looking up. This is cyclical. This is temporary. Keep your eyes on the prize, right? It can be uncomfortable, but that's okay. Stay grounded, stay centered, keep the faith. All right. So what else do we have for beautiful Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. That is so interesting. You know, I definitely got this timeline energy, like a new timeline. Like a lot of you truly are going to go into a new timeline, and that is destined, right? You definitely have been training for this for lifetimes. You are strong in this, whatever this may be, which is why you have so many wands, right? And we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay. So like with that Nine of Wands, with the Emperor energy, like put that, like guard the gates of your mind mostly, right? Guard the gates of your mind. Buddha said that, you know, don't allow other messages to come in. Like you have open ears right now. You have eyes to see and ears to hear spirit. Okay. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So you really, I really feel like that is a message that you need to hear. It is time to trust. You know, with the moon coming out twice, like there is a need to trust your path. Okay. What else do we have for beautiful Pisces? Thank you, Spirit. Embrace the in-between. Now, you're not going to see your tomorrow right away. Like you have the Nine of Wands twice and the Ten of Wands. It's a lot of work, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles. Like it's a lot of work. You are creating your future. I keep getting something in my throat. I feel for a lot of you, something is caught. Like your throat chakra needs to open, you know, your again, the need to shine your authentic truth, to say your true words, you know. But with the flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. Just know that you're about to step through the portal. The Ten of Wands, you're about to lay your burden down. Wombat spirit, be at home. You know, very much like the Hermit energy. Like maybe keep your own company for a little while. Maybe some practice or something that you were doing, you know, going out or that kind of thing, you know, needs to get on the back burner. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. So give, meaning share. And this could just be, again, saying your words, sharing your wisdom. But whatever it is, and also practice gratitude, right? But maybe you're withholding something. Don't withhold. You have the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles says, the more you give, the more you will receive. And I don't usually have 3 cards pop out here, but we're going to go with it. So the more you give, the more you will receive. Be generous, you know. Trust that you are an infinite well of wealth, prosperity, potential, all of that, right? So the more you get I think it's called priming the fountain or something like that, where you get the flow going, the more you give, the more that comes back to you. And spirit wants to work that way, okay? Panther spirit, reclaim your power. again, with that devil energy, with the emperor, stand up for yourself. This is time to stand up for any kind of bullying energy. And also the saying your words. Don't let other people silence you. Canary spirit, sing your own song, baby. Sing your own song. Don't sing anyone else's song either. Like if you've been doing what other people are saying, what other people want you to say, don't do that anymore. I'm definitely getting like an energy of some of you, like you're being told, this is a very specific message, but this could apply in many different ways. If you're being told at work to lie to customers, don't do that anymore. Okay. And then pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Like with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, there's a lot of intellect, a lot of downloads coming in. So think. You have the ability now to have like genius behind your actions, and wisdom with the Hermit card. This is part of your ascension, part of your timeline. For a lot of you, this is a new potential that you didn't have either, or you may not have seen yourself as that intelligent or that wise. So open up to that truth about yourself. All right. I love this for you, beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.